Good morning. Good morning. This humidity sucks. You guys can take it back. My allergies have been acting up all week with this damn humidity. And I'm over it. Kyle's sick. It's 56% humidity still. I'm over it. Good morning, note to self. So quickly, just sideline. If I have to end abruptly, it's because it's Wednesday. Our pool guy should be here at some point in time in the next usually 2 hours, but who knows when they're going to show up. They don't come every day at the same time, every Wednesday at the same time. They come every Wednesday, and my dogs lose their minds for like 5 minutes over it. So I will be ending when they get here. So hopefully we have a few minutes because I want to talk about a few things that are going on. And I don't care where you land if you're coming in here and watching from the bushes because you can't stand me or whatever the case is. Please do me a favor and just listen to this and ask yourself some of these questions. That's all I ask. I don't care where you stand, who I stand with. That's weird. That shit's weird. We should stop standing beside complete strangers, and we should probably start demanding people stand beside the truth instead of the cult of the personalities. But let's talk about it for a minute. Okay, huge shout out to Crystal. She made me a new me Lifton Kyle image. It definitely does not look like me. I definitely know I do not look like that, people. But Crystal redid my meme for me. And I love it. We are now bench pressing Kyle on the beach. So we went from this to the updated version on my thumbnail. I love it. So huge shout out to Crystal for doing that. Every time she shows up, I'm like, oh, I get to put my picture up. It's one of the best ones. I just want to talk for a minute, okay? And I'm probably going to not look at comments for a few minutes just because I got some thoughts that I want to put out here. Hey, note to self, here, kitty, kitty, candy, kitten, canvas, and crime, Cajun Kool-Aid. Hey, vibe. Note to self, gotcha. Gatsby, Red Shoe Shop. Good morning. Hey, Stacks. Gatsby, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the cabana. Cheech the Peach. Cher. Terry. Alyssa Ray. Thank you so much for your continued support and being a member for 27 months. Hey, Janice in accounting. Yeah. Hey, Shortcake. Hey, Apple. Good morning, everybody. Proud Mimi. What up? How's your buddy doing, Stacks? He doesn't look like he's doing very good. Hey, Miss Kravitz. Ted looked pretty rough. Pretty fucking rough the other day, dude. A little worried. I don't know what's going on with him, but he doesn't look very mentally well. I hope he's... I don't want to see anybody have issues, and seems like he's got some issues going on. But they're fucking funny. And sometimes I wonder if he's just doing it for content, because we've seen somebody that he aligns with now, aka JLR, do the same thing around religion and churches and pandering to that to bring attention to himself. So Ted could just be leaning into that for entertainment too. I hope. And that's what it seems like he's doing. He seems like he's performing a lot lately. But I really genuinely hope it's not a mental health crisis, because Ted's performances and mental health crises are kind of one and the same these days, from the looks of it. Anywho, okay. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Bog. You know what? I realized the other day I say anywho a lot. Anywho, or oofta. Oofta and anywho. Oh, well. Okay. Some quick thoughts. I will be back this afternoon, or like in a few hours. Yeah, this afternoon, to do a live stream on the revolt against web sleuths. This has nothing to do with that. That will be coming up this afternoon, and we will be doing and joining in our little revolts against their 24 hours of shenanigans and using the children's names. And if my voice sounds scratchy, you guys, the humidity is seriously kicking my allergies ass. It's bad. Hey, Conscious. Good morning, Clemson girl. Did I say hi, Karma? I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, couple things. Look, everybody know what astroturfing is? Are we all aware of what astroturfing means? I'm not trying to be like facetious. Do you guys know what it means in the social media sense? When they astroturf the fields. And like I said, I'm just trying to make sure everybody even knows what I'm going to be talking about here for a minute. When they flood the algorithm, when they push out so much content, it's like when they astroturfed the movie theaters when The Sound of Freedom was being released, and they did all this publicity that said that the theaters were packed, and then come to find out there was nothing there. There was nobody there. It's like a campaign to make you believe one thing and not the reality of the situation. When they push out, it's basically the same adaptation, just to the social media worlds. Does that make sense? Everybody kind of understand? It's just to draw attention away from, like, is that really happening? Like, they push it out. They show all these pictures and all of this stuff about events to make you think, oh, yeah, the fucking theaters are full. That's what the clip channels are basically doing right now. And no shade to clip channels, that's what they do. But they amplify the temperature of things by clipping short sections of long live streams that contain a lot of context. It's just what clip channels do. They're beneficial for people in the trauma space who use emotional manipulation as their tool of mechanics. When you rely on a narrative to be spun instead of the truth to prevail, it is very beneficial to align yourself with clip channels that will clip that narrative over and over and over again, every day, all day long. You see what I'm saying? So people will say, oh, I don't have 8 hours to watch. So they'll go over to somebody's 10-minute segment of an 8-hour video and say, oh, yep, I understand. You see what I'm getting at here? And again, they have their purpose. This isn't me throwing shade on clip channels. This is just what happens. It can be beneficial when it's your side that they're doing it, if there's integrity and honesty. There's also a lot of mischievous movements with clip channels. That happens. People take things out of context intentionally. People clip and cut and don't make their cuts noticeable. Again, I'm not saying this in a negative way. I'm just saying that this is part of this whole deal. And I'm noticing it myself, because I would have never known some of these things were said if I didn't watch some of these clip channels. But I was like, wait a second, that doesn't even make sense. Like, that couldn't have been what was just said. There had to be something else that was said with this. And I think sometimes we are in a hurry and we take that and we're like, okay, I've done it myself. Oh, that makes sense. I've sat back the last 5-6 days where it's really escalated and thought, what the fuck? What is happening here? And then I started going back to the clips of like what was going on when this totally amplified. Ew. Same old shit. Round 3 had been predicted by Elevated Truth, which we caught. Earth and I talked about it. Of course, we responded on her channel. And that was that. Earth put out videos highlighting comments of public chats. Nothing different than all of the channels that run the entire comment section all day long of videos that they are reviewing. Same thing. She just selected a few of the ones who are very vocal and seem to stand very strongly where they do with their words. So it shouldn't have offended any of them, but it did. But the hypocrisy was very blaringly obvious. Then I made a video talking about how we kind of got here. To which that wasn't talked about or listened to. Like a 2-hour video, Saturday or Sunday, I think it was, in the morning. And then I came on that evening and I said something that was like 1 minute and 30 seconds long. You know that nothing out of that 2+ hour video has even been mentioned, but that 1 minute and 30 seconds that I responded to somebody who made a post calling me a fraud has been used as the base for blatant bullshit. That 1 minute and 30 seconds where I was actually responding to a whole freaking journal entry. And there's much more that goes into this too. This is just a very surface level of kind of the culmination that I am really recognizing. That comment though, of me saying that we're not going to do, if we need to, this isn't verbatim either. I've played it over and over again. If I need to do a lesson on what fraud is, we ain't going to be using me as that. I'm not the one with 2 gives and goes that have no transparency. That escalated things to a level that is absolutely a mindfuck. To the point now where people are just getting on here and saying anything. They got to say something. When are we going to start debunking me? I'm such a liar. When are we going to debunk me? Can that start? Because so far what we've had is a bunch of bullshit, lies, and manipulation. And look over here, not over there. Now it's being said stupid shit like Molly Golightly and I were friends and I sent her chocolates at Christmas. Those are laughable moments. Thank you for giving them to us because, God, we all need them. In between the fucking rage screaming. We definitely need those moments of solace to remind ourselves that this is pretty pathetic. Not only are you not debunking me, but you're also bringing in anybody and everybody else. Every name that you can try to attach and try to say that I have brought these people up or thrown daggers or I have said this or I have said that. No, I haven't. None of which has happened. But instead of going back to the truth and playing that, they astroturf you with more bullshit. There's like 12 of them circle jerking. All of these stupid ass stories. They're stories. They're fabricated fucking myths. They've gone lower and lower and lower to the point where there is a certain channel that has been trying to emotionally extort, emotionally blackmail me with a phone call that I had to support a friend that another friend, unfortunately, at the time was on. Nobody did anything wrong. We showed up to support what we thought was somebody we cared about. And well, I did and was a friend. And I tapped in somebody I trusted for extra support for that person. Not only did we not do anything wrong, we went about it the entire way that adults should. That's called support and showing up for one another. She was having a hard time with the information and needed to process it with someone. Adults need that. And instead of coming to the internet and disclosing this information that can't be vetted, that doesn't need to come out here, we kept it between us and supported one another, to which it rocked me to my fucking core. It rocked me to my core so bad on December 5th that I was supposed to be on a live stream. I actually did with Duchess doing another case. I had to excuse myself because I couldn't even concentrate on what the fuck was going on. I was emotionally wrecked because I didn't know how to support my friend in the proper way, and none of the information that she was supposedly told could be vetted. It's a lose-lose situation. None of that information to which I needed to know, or do I know if any of it's true, or was it said? It stayed here. To which, after I had a fallout with a certain individual and blocked her and put up a barrier and a boundary, she has used that information that she was on that and tapped into to support somebody struggling, to emotionally blackmail me for almost a year. To which people who sit in that crew knew and reached out to me on December 6th asking if I was okay, because they knew I wasn't acting like myself on the video I was on Duchess's. And nobody has stopped this. This information isn't information that I can ever or would ever come out here and tell anybody, because it cannot be vetted. I don't know what's true or what's rumors. And it's not fair to do to families of missing children. But because they dislike me, it has become acceptable to dangle information that she knew nothing was my fault. But somehow, some way, once I put up a boundary, it became my fault, and information she took and ran with to dangle to other people that dislike me. Jonesin and Hoodies and a Crowbar, aka Amethyst. Who the reason Amethyst was tapped in, aka Hoodie and a Crowbar, was because she has victim advocacy desires and way better in situations like that than I am. It's a trigger for me. I shut down. That is why she was tapped in, to support our friend at the time, my friend at the time. To which I was reminded repeatedly, don't trust the information as is, because this person's been known to lie too. Yes, that's why none of this came public. I don't use information around a missing child's case that is very likely rumors and speculation and bullshit for content on the internet. When are you going to get to debunking my words and stop manipulating people? When are you going to get to pulling clips and correcting my lies if I'm lying, instead of lying to people? Can we get to that part yet? Because there's like 12 of you repeating stupid lies that don't even make sense. Stuff about my family life, stuff about Kenzie, stuff about this, stuff about other people, taking jabs at other people. We've got a clip out here of Queen Bee acting like a fucking 12-year-old saying, burnt toast, my friend, not yours. Are we fucking kidding me? I didn't even bring her up. First of all, in a negative fashion, leave her the fuck out of this. Secondly, Cheesy Weezy did. She owes her an apology. Third, what? She's my friend, not yours. Okay. I didn't bring her up and or make a veiled threat to put her information out, you weird bitch. I don't know. I didn't know we had to piss on our friends' legs and fucking mark their territory. Weird. Nobody brought her up but Cheesy, and lied. Cheesy lied. Straight up. Because instead of debunking me, they're throwing shit at everybody else. Spitfire. Spitfire wasn't mentioned anywhere around this shit. Nowhere. Not even. Nothing. I might have said hi to her in a chat. And Queen Bee is over there just fucking threatening her and puffing her chest like a fucking whack job. The fuck? When are you guys going to start asking for proof? Where did that get said? When did it get said? They go low and I go back to their words. And they hate it. It's easy to see the setup that took place in November. I'm sorry, it's easy. You fucking outed your play. We didn't do it. Your fucking people did. Odin Girl got honest and said, you known about that for 2 weeks, blah, blah, blah. We put the pieces together. I have no problem with people fucking debunking me. None. But can we fucking start that? Instead of these emotionally exhausting fucking blackmail fucking heavy information over a missing child's case that cannot be vetted. Can we stop that shit? Y'all are fucking gross. Leave that out of it. Come for me. Show where I'm so fucking unhinged and lying about all of you instead of creating more lies. Like I said, some of this is fucking hysterical at this point. Fucking hysterical. Because instead of debunking a single thing I have said, they have lied repeatedly over and over and over again to why? Why? What for? These things are easy and could have just been, yeah, that happens. And clip channels. Some of you don't want this to happen. And you're like, how is this happening? Well, you're a part of what they're using for the problem. Because 10, 15 minutes of my live stream, we all know that that's not going to give you even a remote view of what's actually being talked about. And like I said, I can handle a lot of bullshit. You've got people, we've done this before. This is why I also think I'm just kind of like, ugh. When I left and the door got shut in the Marvon McRae tragedy, people were pissed. The same grimy little bastards like EKC, blah, 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 sucks, who lost her channel in the United States due to a court order because of the harassment she has done to a private citizen and the multitude of lies she has told for fucking decades now. When you are so desperate that you're tapping in people like that to try once again the same thing that has been tried over and over and over again, you've lost. I don't know what you were trying to win to begin with, because all you had to fucking do was be honest and knock off your shit. You had plenty of fucking time to do it. And I think that's the part that all of you are fucking scrambling over, is because I didn't just start having these conversations asking for transparency and what the fuck was going on. There's proof that I've been asking you these questions for months and having these conversations. I wasn't collecting nefarious information. I was asking honest questions about what the fuck is happening. I don't need to be a victim. Julie's out here. She wants to be a victim so bad. Bitch, I left that victimhood years ago in my real life shit, the real life problems that I've gone through. This space, fuck, girl, it's a fucking Wednesday. This shit don't get to me in the capacity that a lot of you think you do. I have very major boundaries in place for my own sanity. The one thing you didn't mention in your 2-hour live stream, Julie, was how you tried to get felony charges and a man locked up in jail off of false allegations, that you actually repeated one of those false allegations you filed a police report on in the beginning of that and was like, stupid shit like this. It was so stupid that you filed a police report about it though, right, bitch? Okay. And you think I'm fucking worried about any of you. That's the sad thing. You guys see it as cocky and that I have an ego. Fucking tell them to debunk me, because all they're doing right now is emotionally manipulating you over bullshit. If they started telling the truth about anything, I might fucking perk up and listen. But right now, look, they've all made themselves easier to fucking review. This is such low hanging fruit. When I reviewed Queen Bee the other day, I was fucking cracking up. Bitch, she can't even tell the same story within 20 fucking seconds these days. What? Girl, wake up. I don't know what's going on over there, but this is fucking bad, dude. You fucking catch yourself up and shit. It's dumb. You know how easy BJ content is because she lies all the time? Same. Looking at all you. Same. Granny, your fucking anger. Look, I get you're from Pennsylvania. You talk passionately and loudly and stuff like that. I get that. I get that used against me too. So I can understand some of it is just your tone and your performance. But you can't go from that rage and anger on a fucking 12 down to a broken fucking cesspool crying in 10 minutes, girl. Come on. That's called bipolar. Go get meds. And that's not a shade to anybody with mental health, but don't make me the issues for your fucking roller coaster, because if that's really happening and not a fucking performance, seriously, go seek some therapy. Your lies, though. Girl, your lies are good. Not smooth, but good. I can see why you and BJ have battled it out for 4 years because neither one of you have an ounce of honesty inside you. And BJ, pipe down. Fucking pipe the fuck down. Sit the fuck back down. I put you on your ass 2 years ago. Don't make me come back around and do a history lesson on you, because at the same time that you're thinking all of this clears your hands of all the shit you've done, bitch, you're a liar too. You used our court systems to frivolously go after people for drama on the internet. Pipe down. None of this is on your behalf or benefit. These are my experiences. Try sitting back down. My experiences with these people is completely different than yours. Don't try to use what is going on and I am debunking as a pat on your back. You didn't know shit. None of this had shit to do with you. Nobody was doing nefarious shit to you. None of that. In fact, in my text messages, even Jess took up for you quite a few times because of how bad this was going, and she didn't agree with it. Some of you are barking real fucking loud and saying a whole lot of goddamn nothing. Your bark is loud, but your bite. You're like fucking Bella in here with fucking 3 teeth left in her goddamn head, barely hanging out, and their tongue just fucking wagging. Can we get to something cool? We've been here, done this. I'm bored. It's exhausting trying to do this emotional garbage because it's fucking grimy. It's the grimiest shit I've experienced, actually. People using information that I can't vet or verify that even was told as some sort of extortion or blackmail on me. All of you in true crime, can you imagine if that happened to you? They're all like Brantley, and it doesn't matter. This isn't a competition. This is reality. This space isn't to compete with people, and people need to stop doing that and justifying one because of another. She doesn't even need compared in this situation. This isn't about her, respectfully. These people don't worry me. They don't make me flinch. But they're also not content for me. Will they continue to come over here and say I'm obsessed with Clue? When have I ever reviewed Clue? When? The only time Clue gets mentioned is when we're talking about and unraveling the pieces and the puzzles and the panels that she's on and the conversations that they're having. When? Oh, I never called CPS on her. That's bullshit. No. Right. Sam, it is what it is. Like, there's no need for them to lie about shit like that. There's just nothing that can be vetted or talked about. She knew that. That's why that had nothing to do with why she left here. And that happened in December of 2024. She didn't leave, and she never left besides me slamming a fucking door in April of 25. That wasn't the reason for her and I parting ways. I handled the situation the best I could at the time with the information I had. There is nothing we could have done in that situation differently, any of us. Nobody's at fault for that. It is what it is. It's part of it. That's why it was kept offline. But for somebody who claims they want a 501c3 to elevate voices of victims, you extorted the voice of a victim with information that can't even be vetted and tried to dangle it and weaponize it against somebody that you are hurt by because they shut a door to you. You will never be a victim's advocate, and I will make sure of that. You should have been working on that instead of obsessing with me, and I will call that an obsession because, bitch, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I would stop. I've warned you and told your friends repeatedly, if you actually care about her, do something, please. Check on your friend. Well, you have people out here thinking I'm losing my mind and going crazy. Nah, I'm just getting settled in. I don't know why you were all scrambling because this is fucking low content for me. God, they make it themselves. If you pay attention, you can inlay their lies one after another. That's the thing. Nobody has really done how I lay this stuff out. I can use their own words to tell you a story of how they build their lies. Everybody else just plays their shit and talks their shit and goes low. That's a content farm. I will debunk the fuck out of you if I have to. Stop making up stupid lies. Queen Bee, saying that I'm having late night phone calls with Chris Proudfoot because of something Elevated Truth said. That never happened. Oh, wouldn't Kyle like to know? Yeah, bitch, Kyle would know if that was happening because the man's in bed with me every night, unless he's at the ranch, and then we're on FaceTime every night. And I got a good man. Have you seen him? No shade, Chris, but I'm good. Chris ain't my type, honey. I don't do anything with 2 legs and a dick. I'm not desperate. I got a type. You would ride a bike. Don't get it fucking twisted. You don't compete where you don't compare. I've never compared with these group of people because, well, they're intellectually stunted. I love conversations and education and open dialogue. Sometimes it's hard. It rattles people. I'm not for everybody. I'm blunt. I'm abrasive, and I stand for something, and I won't back down. I won't back down to you now, tomorrow, or next month. Well, you're out here screaming, that's my friend, that's my friend. Look, I have friends in real life and amazing relationships that I put work into that don't and will never be the basis of YouTube drama. Relationships and friendships take work. If you guys consider a friendship based around a few conversations over the years of YouTube drama, yikes. Fucking yikes. That's not how I build friendships. And stop telling me who I am friends with and I'm not, because I take that word very seriously and my friends know who they are. And it's disrespectful to them to be even classed in the same category as some of this trash. I have standards. You have discords to fill. So can we get to the good part? Can you guys start debunking me so I have something to like work with here? Because all I'm hearing is a bunch of fucking nonsense to this. Where's the fucking proof, bitch? Where's the proof? Some of you that are sitting in these chats used to be the biggest demanders of proof. And it was so exciting for you that we had it. We had BJ's lies. You could easily prove because people like me were debunking and actually laying this out. Now you've got a bunch of people screaming into the fucking abyss. You're right, Truth. They barely even exist. They're barely hanging on. No one knows they're there because they're fucking screaming about nothing. Many of you have had opportunities to come out here and just be truthful. These situations were shitty. They were set up. They were baited all around a missing child's case. It's really actually disgusting. Well, you guys are fucking trying to catch up. You're going backwards. When you have to go backwards and pull out people that I put in the trash years ago and go play with my trash, what are we doing? What are you fighting for? I thought I was such a terrible person right now and lying about all this stuff. Okay, then debunk me. If I'm lying about stuff right now, debunk it. Stop going and retrieving my trash like EKC and people that I've never even done content on or giving them the attention that they want because they're deranged, delusional, in court. I don't play with fucking crazy to that degree. Trying to mask this as, oh, she wants to be sued. Bitch, are you a coward? I'm a review channel. Are you a coward? This is what reviews do. If you don't like it, get fucked. I know the mechanisms. If I wanted to get sued, I would come out here and act like you guys. I would defame and slander people. Some of you have been way too comfortable saying just the most while you're crying that you're victims of lawsuits. Because don't talk about my freedom of speech. Maybe you should have learned what defamation was. Because some of you do it on the daily. It's just part of your show, right? Might want to start classifying as you're playing a character. That might work for some of you.
Basically, defamation, as far.
It's pathetic. I don't know why you're scrambling. Don't give a fuck. Really don't care. But can we get to where you start like debunking me instead of piling on with a bunch of fucking stupid lies and trying to extort me emotionally because you knew I struggled so badly with that situation as is, why it was hard for me? Can we do something productive? Prove I'm a liar. Oh, it takes 6 of you to go through my messages to edit out the shit she doesn't want you to see, the things that I intentionally skipped over because this isn't anything to do with her private life, her litigation, anything like that. I said the very things that I needed to say and selectively kept everything else private. That's called respect. I should have never been backed into a corner where I had to do that as is. All she had to do was be honest about the phone call the first time around, let alone the second time. She had every right to be broken and upset over that and confide in friends. She did. Truth was baiting her. And did. Not only him, but potentially, I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't even know if the conversations happened the way they were claimed. That's why this shit's never come public. But I'm never going to get on here and leverage and weaponize and drop information that cannot be vetted about the dignity of a minor child who is missing. You are fucked if you think I would ever do such a thing to fucking give you what you want, Jonesin. Somebody needs to get you in check because you're just like Queen Bee Jr. You are so jumpy that you fuck things up. When your friends are trying to prove that somebody's lying about something, you can't help yourself. You're like a little fucking chihuahua over there wagging its fucking tail so fast and you just fuck shit up so fast. They need to get you back on a leash and kick your cage. You should have asked one of your good friends if the dates meant anything to her and to go check her text messages because she even reached out and supported me that day, even though we had already parted ways. Well, some of you are trying to define my friendships with people and what my relationships look like and who was a friend of mine. You're arguing over shit that is so irrelevant. I don't base friendships in YouTube bullshit conversations a few times a year. That's just what it is. You expect my undying friendship and loyalty to people who have never been friends to anyone. They don't hide the knife in your back, they hide it right in your front. So I'm going to ask one more time. When are you, as an audience, going to start demanding that they prove what they say, where they stand for something? When are you, as an audience, going to start standing for something? Because many of you will demand proof from me and expect it because I come with it and sit there and pander to their lies over and over again. None of these people that have been brought into this recently were brought in the way that they've told you. I brought up the situation around Pineapple because I was ridiculed for posting that when she didn't want to. Queen Bee, she did that. Nothing against Allie, nothing against Pineapple. Absolutely wish her nothing but the best. Actually, I had concern and care for her because she should have never been in that position where that even was used as a weapon. We've done many times like that over here for my mods and my islanders or whoever, and not ever has it been weaponized or used in that capacity around YouTube drama because we handle it and we do it. We show up for one another and that's it. We don't allow it to be used for things like this. But when you are Queen Bee and you have to go back to shit like that to grossly manipulate a situation and emotionally gas people up because you're lying, it's really gross. Cheesy brought burnt toast in. Leave her alone. And to those of you in my comments or messaging me, let me be clear, saying, why would you say that burnt toast exploits mentally disabled or something? I don't know what it was. She made a post 17 hours ago. That wasn't me. I didn't say that. I've never said such a thing about burnt toast. That was not me that made that comment. Sorry. And if it was, prove it, because it isn't. These people are delusional. They're unhinged. The rumors that they tell you about my life are really interesting, though. I kind of like it. I like learning about my life on the fucking Wednesday morning by people that I would never even have lunch with. Again, you might call it cocky or egotistical. I call it having standards. You coexist in this free space the best you know how. a lot of times because stuff isn't really relevant. You have to pick and choose your battles. Not everybody's battles are going to be mine, or should they be expected to? Just like I don't expect my battles to be everybody else's. I don't ask anybody to fight my battles. I haven't winked once in this army formation where that's never been said. By the way, we're just going to have an entire, like every branch over here, the Navy, the Marine Corps, the Army, all of them, all of it. And commanders in chief of every branch. We're starting a troll army, I guess. I don't fucking know, but sure, let's roll with it. We can fucking play into it too. They want to fucking tell you stories. We'll just use it for fun. I see why some of you have been stuck in the same wash, rinse, repeat for 5 years. You'll still be doing this in 5 years. You're the epitome of exactly what the anti-communities stand for. That's not content to me. You're not content to me, really. I mean, debunking you is easy. It's like BJ. It's fucking does itself. All you do is have to put you on and let you play. Whoa, there you go again. Whatever. But can we start getting to where you show proof of some of this, please? Thank you. Like, how did I send Molly chocolates? Ooh, was I like trying to test her? Did I put X-Lax in it? Tell me more, please. What kind of chocolates? Did it have nuts in it? She lives in Hershey and all. Was I trying to have her give me a chocolate review? Can we give some oomph to the story? Fuck, even Molly was easier to deal with because she just fucking fabricated fun stories. You guys just fabricate stupid shit. Molly actually could fucking give a performance. You can't even do that. Thank you, Toasty on Rumble. I appreciate that. People just thought it was because of things that were said and the lack of support that they're claiming I have for you. I appreciate you saying that, but I apologize publicly over and over again that this was you were ever even mentioned in any of this, or you caught a stray because of this shit. That should never happen. Please make sure you are following Toasty on Rumble. That's a good reminder. She's doing content. She hasn't gone anywhere. She's got her gaming channel. She's got her main channel. She's doing locale content. She's not involved in any of this shit. It's actually really refreshing and really nice because you can just go listen to other people's bullshit that none of us have anything to do with. It's so fucking refreshing. Go check it out. You'll put her in your ear just like I do and go about your business because you're like, I want to mind their fucking business and their drama way more than I want to mind mine. And some of you out here, some of you subs are minding my business like a motherfucker. Hey, do you? But if you're going to tell my stories, give it a little better oomph to it. I got a lot of flash and flare in my past. Sure do. That's why I stand so firmly against the shit I do. And it's pretty simple not to be a fucking lying shit stain. It really is. I'm 43 years old and feeling like I'm fighting with a bunch of fucking middle schoolers on the playgrounds. Oh my God, she's a fucking ugly hoe. Look at her flat face, fucking flat nose, ugly bitch. Okay. But what did I lie about? You sent Molly chocolates. Where? You and Molly are best friends. Okay. And even if that was true, and what the fuck does that have to do with anything that we're talking about? Stop it. Petty, go away. I'm done with your fucking pandering to all of this bullshit and emotionally manipulating people over fucking your instability. Go. Seriously. Speaking of fucking need to check out and check in, fucking get out of my comments. My fucking tolerance level for the fucking stupid pandering over goddamn strangers on the internet like it's a fucking crushing situation. You know how many people are fighting battles in their real lives that you have no fucking clue about, and you want and expect us all to fucking demand respect for some goddamn stranger who continues to get on here and fucking lie on a free goddamn app. You know who's making it harder on themselves? The fucking liars. Maybe start there, petty. Maybe start asking for proof of their fucking lies. Until then, get fucked, okay? Have a wonderful Wednesday. Jesus loves you. I just don't. What? Unreachable. Who said that? I'm not going through anything. What are you talking about? I'm not talking about me. Life has its fucking struggles, you idiot, for everyone. Everyone is dealing with shit. It's a fucking Wednesday, bitch. Same for you. And you're acting unhinged, minding my fucking business and other people's business, strangers, all day long. You're not even doing it for commentary or review purposes, dude. You're doing it because you have no fucking life. Go find a struggle and fight it. Look, I pick mine, you pick yours. You ain't picking mine. You're struggling all the time, dude. You have these emotionally like, bleh. It's like, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Petty comes in, everything turns grim. I don't want to be your neighbor. You're an emotional fucking vampire. You're kicking this person well down. Okay, she's in a lawsuit that I support, that she defends herself. Okay, cool. And she's fucking lying. Stop lying and making shit more difficult for you if you're in such a fucking bad spot. Don't bring me into shit and lie about it and expect no fucking response. She's a grown ass fucking adult and should be treated as such. She's almost 40 years old. I'm not going to treat her like a 12-year-old. Stand the fuck up, dust yourself off, and stop expecting everybody to fucking pick your battles. This isn't fucking picking a goddamn dodgeball team. Stop trying to pick battles by lying about somebody and expecting no fucking response. My God, it's not that fucking hard. Some of you in this emotional fucking in the chats. Fuck yeah, I respond to my chat. You know why? Because I'm not going to take or be responsible for a bunch of grown-ass adults, especially strangers, emotional instabilities. Truth, looking at you, motherfucker. Get some help, dude. Seriously. Signed, a not concerned citizen of the United States of America. Not Daddy Jesus. Orange Man. Me. The internet is not responsible for your instability. You're making a choice to come on here and perform for money and an audience. Stop. You're making a choice. If you are choosing to put yourself in this position and make money, then you are responsible, and a grown man making it your responsibility if this place is driving you to instability. You two are barking nonstop, but then don't like the clapback. I could get on here and say fucking crazy shit, go low, talk about their looks, do all this stuff. No, they have to look in the mirror every day and see themselves. That's bad enough. I don't need to do that. They have to live with themselves and their behavior. I don't have to. And I don't have to take it on the chin of all of their lies. I will continue to address what I feel is necessary. Otherwise, none of this shit matters. They're lying. When they start speaking the truth or actually joining the same conversation that we're having, then we'll talk. Until then, let them scream. I don't need to know every fucking thing under the fucking sun that is being said on the internet either, people. I'm way too grown for this shit. And I love you guys for trying to protect me. And some of it, yes, we need to know. And, just for safekeeping. Granny, another thing. I didn't call your cops. I don't know who told you I called your cops. No, unreachable. I've never, they're saying I said that she's using abusive process. That was really said. That's crazy to me that was said. That never happened. That's the thing. Be frank. What do you want to see in Clue's messages? Clue's irrelevant. She's a band creator. She's on Kick. But what would you like to see in Clue's messages? Clue already showed our messages. I didn't know we needed to do a round 2 of that. Clue and Cletus showed messages. They're on Cletus's page. What are you looking for in that? Genuinely asking, because it seems like you're genuinely asking. Cletus did post our messages, though. That's why I'm not sure why you're asking. Of course, selective messages, but still, there's nothing exciting in this shit. And there's things in there that she wouldn't want out that I probably shouldn't put out either. Like the same respect I gave Granny. I didn't read through everything. I kept a lot of that very, very selective and out of it, like private stuff, nothing about her life, her family, her anything that could harm her litigation. I was very selective on what I talked about. Absolutely, robot. 100%. Hey, Winnie. Hey, Spooky. Right. Yeah, I never called her police department to report her saying that she recorded calls. I don't know where that's coming from either, but that never happened. I never have said that either. Like, I never said, people were saying that it was a charge or this or that in the comment section. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I've never made a report. Like, I don't even believe you. I hope you did. I really do. Like, I hope you did. But it would be interesting that you said you didn't record calls and then now you do record calls and then you don't have that call and then you have this. Like, whatever the case is, I don't care. Okay. But I didn't make a police report about it. Why, Sam? What's happening? No, just block each other, you guys. Just block each other. Spooky's wife, thank you for becoming a member. Unreachable. I don't know if you don't know, but it was being said that there's a whole situation that's been gassed up around a phone call that Granny, myself, and Amethyst Hoodies and a Crowbar had on December 5th. Jones and Hoodie and a Crowbar have been dangling that information since November. Granny actually spoke about it on January 16th and told them to knock it the fuck off. It was gross. It was extortion, basically. And it is blackmail. It's emotional blackmail because none of us did anything wrong. They came out swinging. Truth accused Granny, myself, and Jay of having phone calls late in the evening and saying Chris did this. Like, that all happened. Jones and played that, gassed that up. Granny got on the internet the following day, and instead of being honest about, yeah, we had a phone call, we talked about these things, I needed support, I didn't know how to process all this shit, she opted to tell everybody that it didn't happen. She never talked to me about these situations. What are you doing, Granny? We did have conversations because she, rightfully so, was absolutely upset. None of that came out to the internet because there was no need. Even in my text messages, I asked her if she wanted me to say that I knew or not. She had every right to be upset. But then she got on here and decided to lie and create and concoct a bunch of lies about that wasn't even happening. She's opted to lie at every turn when she could have just been honest. But honesty left her. I don't know if she was ever honest, if I'm being truthful. Yeah, be frank, I'm not sure what she's wanting me to put out. If there's something she wants me to put out, I mean, I can. I don't intend on putting out any of their messages fully or anything, but they continue to lie about situations that are continued to easy to prove. And they have backed me into a corner by using information around a missing child's case. That's the thing. She doesn't like that a missing child's case has been weaponized and used against her. It's not okay to do to me now. And that might not make sense to you, but she has had some simple solutions or some simple options to take, and she continues to take the grimy route. Be frank, I don't know what you're pissed off about or what you're asking for or anything. I genuinely asked you, like, what do you want to know? No, don't give two shits. I haven't got the full thing, but we do have a few clips. Maybe when you guys start asking for proof, because instead of coming over here and asking me to defend myself to allegations that are false, maybe instead of when they say it, ask them for proof. Ask them for proof. Ask them to show you proof. Like, I don't know if you guys, like, some of you guys need attention, like support groups or whatever. Join a Discord, find a group of friends. Don't come in my comment section and make all of us responsible for you believe in lies. Look, the other thing is my chat's frustrated. They're fed up because, well, you sit here and lie. They've been walking all this shit with me for months, for years. They know what's gone on. They're here. I built my community and they're speaking. They're speaking clearly to you. They're sick of the shit. They've been here. They know what's happened. They've heard what I've said. They know why I'm saying it. They know what's going on. They're frustrated. They're sick of the shit. Their tolerance level is extremely low, and rightfully so. Because not only are you lying about me, you're lying about all of them and have been. And they have every justification for being sick of it. They have every fucking justification for being fed up. So if you're not being treated kindly, well, you're probably not welcome here. And they're just making sure you know that. Because while they sit and listen to actual and ask for proof, and we pull the proof, and we do this and we do that, you sit over there and mindlessly go, oh, yeah, yay. Becky sent Molly Golightly chocolates at Christmas. Like, that makes fucking sense. I mean, those things are funny as shit. Keep putting them in. I love it. Do it. But, anywho, can we get to the part where you start debunking me, though, instead of just lying about me? Can we do that? Can we stop getting caught up in our setups and our fucking bullshit of trying to spin shit out? Because it's not working out well for you. It's really not. The more you come out and talk and add pieces to these stories, the worse it gets. The worse it's gotten. And we're laughing about it. I mean, it's fucking hysterical because the more you talk, the more we catch. But it's exhausting. Just fucking this lie, that lie. Oh, defend yourself to this, defend yourself to that. Ugh, no. And clip channels, please understand, you can't say that you don't like what's happening and then be a part of the problem. I don't mind that you clip me. Just don't fucking take my shit out of context. And don't paint a narrative that's not being said. Because I don't want to have to use your channel and make an example out of the fact of how quickly this is done. This is why I ended up here, because I believed a clip channel that was taking videos out of context. Let's go back to my start. I'm a little salty about that. Because I fucked up and owned it. But I can see what's happening. You like the drama. That's where you fucking get your views. I get it. Cool. Get some integrity, though, when you clip. Either listen to everything that I'm talking about and find a portion of that summarizes that the best, or don't clip me. That's all I'm asking. And stop with the AI rewrites. They're fucking hysterical. It's like watching a fictional novel being built. KT doing an excellent job. You might be a self-proclaimed author just like Julie Skolnick. I think you got skills. You can tell a fictional story. But it's fucking pathetic. You're too grown to use AI to run through a video that you won't even sit time, and your AI shit has the wrong characters that are even being talked about, and you go listen and match it up and you're like, oh, God, that's embarrassing. Yikes. That's why human reviews are needed, because AI fucks up all the time, you know, kind of like when something on YouTube gets it wrong and a human comes in. Yeah. If I wanted to spend the time, but I don't care. You're over there talking on fucking X like somebody cares. Who the fuck are you? I don't even care. Trashing me on a platform that I don't even give a fuck about is fucking one of my favorite things too. I exist on X, but I barely know how to fucking use it. I get on there to check a few people that I'm reviewing, and that's it. And I leave. I'm like, oh, I'm popular on an app I don't even fucking talk on. Hey, stopping by. It's weird. It feels like a little fan group over there, and I don't like fans. I mean, I do in the summer when it's hot and I'm sweating, but KT, look, you are what Jess Machado would say. You're a fan, bitch. All right, I got to get out of here because my dogs are about to go crazy with the pool guy coming, and then we are going to come back this afternoon with Prussia content. If you're going to try to milk a cow, at least know what you're fucking doing, okay? If you're going to try to make me into your lol cow, at least know how to milk. You got to caress the udder from the top down. You got to massage the bag and caress the udder. And then when you are done and you get a full milking, you take the iodine and you dip 3 times. And if it's really looking sore, you use bag balm first, and then you use the iodine to make sure that they stay healthy. If you're going to properly try to milk a cow, at least know what the fuck you're doing, because you can't even turn me into a cow without mooing so loudly. It's ridiculous. Don't back me into a corner. Don't try to continue to make me do things that I don't even want to do. That was hard for me the other day to even read the messages to defend things like that. But when you weaponize information over a missing child like that, it's grimy. It's fucking low. Some of you have no problem going to that level, though, trying to get people to fight battles against mothers that have lost their children. That's fucking low. Trying to weaponize, like, those are grimy situations that emotionally manipulate an audience and are done for that, because when you're lying, you have to lean into doing that. Stop bringing other people into your battles. Stop taking daggers and shooting them at everybody else when they're not even being mentioned and have no business being mentioned in any of this shit because they're not involved. That's fucking rude. We're too old for that. And I'm not about to fight over fucking strangers on a goddamn internet, Queen. You look a fucking fool, dude. Oh my gosh, casual art. It's like one after another, and new fucking channels popping up. And it's like, oh, hey, you're back too. Oh, good to see you. Hey, just passing by. Like, it's so fucking weird. It's getting weird. Like my own algorithm. It's so funny though, because most of these people are on my do not recommend. So I don't hardly see it. It's so funny because then my mods will be like, here's this, here's that, here's this, just to make sure, like, I know if it's concerning or stuff that is a little bit, there's been a lot. There's been a lot. But I'm like, oh, no, I'm not clicking that shit. Tell me what it is. I'm not clicking it because I'm not letting that back in my algorithm. Don't send me links to click, guys. I'm not clicking that shit. Tell me what it is because I'm not getting them back in my algorithm. Hell no. You decide to torture yourself with that, not me. Nope, I'm over out here watching pimple popping and other shit, moo cows, stuff like that. Don't be putting that cesspool shit back in my algorithm. I'm coming for you if you do. These are situations that could have been handled like adults months ago. I tried having these conversations privately, behind the scenes, asking for transparency, clarification. I got fed a bunch of bullshit. Things happened and it came public out of my hands. The Super Bowl Sunday live stream was not even my fault. I had questions and I wanted the answers, like we all should. And I pulled this things that I wanted to ask questions about, and that set forward a whole chain of events. But it was already going on. They were already doing stupid shit because there's also just a level of chaos that's created for content purposes. Because when you can't do content and you stand for fucking nothing and you rely on just shit, chaos to constantly fill your pockets because you've got to be the victim. I don't have to be. Like, I'm not taking anybody's victimhood, please. I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. You have that. Nobody's competing with you guys. You're doing well enough on your own. Some of us are over here just doing content and enjoying ourselves. I can sit here and do this all day long. I could take Queen Bee and fucking take multiple streams of her, and just like Brittany, holy fuck, Queen. What happened? B Tim, what happened? You brought everybody in the fucking kitchen sink out the other day. Everybody, girl. And this person and that person, and don't make me do this. Okay, nobody's talking about them. What are you doing? Why are you screaming at everybody? That's not even talking about you, girl. And B Tim's up there. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know she did this? Where? Where did I do this, B Tim? Because I didn't. And stupid shit. Irrelevant shit. Fucking weird, dude. Some of you are so on tense constantly because you're fighting other people's battles that don't even know you exist. Think about that. You're fighting other people's battles that don't even know you exist. And trying to classify what a friend is on YouTube of other people's relationships you've never been a part of. It's fucking weird. And from now on, do not use that term friend with any creators. We are coworkers, according to Julie. I like that term because I've had a lot of coworkers in the past that I don't like. And I still had to keep it cute and mute. And Julie, while you're out there trying to fucking figure out how we could take notes, do you realize that some of us have worked in actual real world have skills? Do you get that? When I was in my 20s, my early 20s, I was a deputy treasurer for a county in Montana. in my 20s. I had to take typing tests and be able to type a certain words per minute to even get interviewed for the job in my 20s. Well, you're out here questioning, oh my God, how did they take their notes so fast and be so accurate? Thank you for the compliment. Sorry, you're not what you claim to be with your masters and shit. I'm just a lonely asshole over here that has a really good fucking memory and a knack for fucking paying attention. For Valley County. I even got the badge to prove it. I'm just joking. But I do. It was so funny because looking back on that job, that is such a political job. Like the actual treasurer is an elected position. And at the time, I knew nothing about anything with elections. So in Montana, for those of you that don't know, the treasurer's office handles property taxes and also registrations and motor vehicle taxes. And that's why a lot of like these multi-billionaires license their stuff in Montana. They form these LLCs because Montana, you can register these. Well, you used to be able to. I don't know if they fixed it yet or not. There was a loophole that you could get an LLC in Montana for a few $100s and register these multi-million-dollar motorhomes that would cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars, like over the life of the RV. You could pay a one-time registration fee and it was permanent in Montana. So they found a loophole. But we used to deal with a bunch of shit like that. But that's what the treasurer's office is over. And I did the motor vehicle side of it. Right when I was leaving, we were transferring to a new like computerized system. Holy shit. You want to talk about people freaking out. When you have a line down the hallway and out the door and people have to pay their county taxes or property taxes or anything like that, people are already pissed off. I was dealing with that in my 20s. I started waitressing when I was 11 years old. I started bartending at 18. The day I turned 18 was the day they put me behind the bar because in Montana you could bartend. I've dealt with fucking insanity and crazy people in real life that are really angry. You people do nothing for me. The screaming and hollering at me and spitting and slobbering all over me. Okay, it's a Friday night at the bar. Cool. Can we get some substance behind this, please? That's all I'm asking for. If you're going to fucking talk about me and talk shit, at least fucking debunk me. Prove that I'm lying instead of just creating more lies that are never going to get anywhere because they just don't exist. It's fun though. You're making yourselves look like fucking idiots on the daily. Okay, I'm going to go for now. I will be back this afternoon. We will be doing our portion and just a stream about what Web Sleuth is doing at the I don't even know if you guys have seen like how she's reacting to this stuff yet or not. If you haven't paid attention, Kresha specifically asked her to stop doing this. And her reaction to it has been to lie and say all sorts of stuff when she was kindly asked to not do this. Hey, Wolfie. Yeah. If you're harping on my long lives, nobody's forcing you to be here. Well, they maintain like multiple live streams a day. It's so stupid. I do one long live. They do multiple live streams. Okay. Who cares? Nobody gives a shit. Nobody's forcing anybody to be here. Nobody's held hostage. My chat happens to like it. We get through a lot. We show a lot of content. We debunk a lot. We talk about a lot. And that's just the way it is. Nobody is forcing any of you to be here. It's a free fucking app, you guys. It's a free app. You have control. It feels like some of you in life have given all control to random YouTube strangers. Please stop. Please stop. I would appreciate it. All right. And with that, if I don't see you later for the Web Sleuth content, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. And even if you hate my guts, continue to do that, please. If that makes you feel better on a Wednesday, please do that. Cuss me out. Do all the things. What do you want? Do you want your bones? Okay, fine, sir. But this isn't doing it for anybody. This is boring. It's really fucking boring. Like all you guys are doing is joining the pasture of all the people that I love to milk. You make your choices. Y'all are becoming low cows. I mean, you have been, but you're just proven to the internet. You're the fucking cow. Welcome to the barn. Have a great day, you guys.